When you got your bird, no one really told you how to take care of it. You're completely on your own when it comes to doing the research and finding out everything you need to know. In this video, I'll show you how to bathe, feed, and take care of your bird. We all want our birds to eat veggies and fruit, but that's not always an easy task. Birds can be stubborn when it comes to healthy food, and they will prefer seeds over veggies anytime. And that can really shorten their lifespan. Here are 5 ways to make your bird eat veggies and fruits. Sprinkle seeds. The first way to make your bird eat healthy is to sprinkle the regular seeds over the veggie or fruit you wish to give them. This way, you're fooling your bird into eating their regular seeds and tasting the healthy food at the same time, until they get used to the flavor of the veggies and start eating them without seeds on top. Pretend to be eating. Pet birds usually follow the behavior of their flock members, and our birds definitely consider us as a part of their flock. So if you'll grab a veggie and start pretending to be eating it in front of your bird, and even add some chewing sounds like you're enjoying the veggie, your bird is very likely to get interested and even taste it. Wet food, don't care. Birds like to play with their food, and even bathe in it. A perfect way to get your bird to try some herbs, or other healthy food, is to wash it and keep it wet. So your bird will start nibbling on the water, and even bathe inside while grabbing some bites of it. Cut into thin slices. Some birds like their veggies cut into cubes, others like it very thin, and some even like it grated. It's all about finding out what's your bird's favorite texture of the veggie. My birds like thin slices so they can easily bite through them. Start at a young age. Just like taming a bird at a younger age is sure to bring the best results, you should also get your bird used to veggies and fruits from a very young age. Chicks are just more open and trusting than adult birds. They are less stubborn and more willing to try new things. Have you ever wondered how to convince your little feathered friend to dip its toes into the water? Or maybe you're here because you want to learn new and fun ways to improve your bird's bath time. Here are all the possible ways to give your bird a bath. Fountain bath. Bathing your bird in a cat fountain can offer it a gentle water flow that mimics natural sources, so your bird will feel more comfortable with a familiar bathing experience. You can get a cat fountain for your pet bird through the link in the comments. Container bath. This way is perfect for beginner owners, or for those who are having their bird's first bath. Use a plastic container, similar to mine, and fill it with a bit of lukewarm water. Try to avoid using glass, as it's slippery, and your bird can't really grip and might drown. If your bird isn't too interested, you can throw in some greens, so it's more encouraged to jump in. Your bird will also enjoy nibbling on it. Spray bath. Another way to bathe your bird is just to spray it. You should know though that not all birds are okay with being sprayed, and might overreact to it. Your bird will need to be introduced to a spray bath very slowly, otherwise you'll just traumatize your bird. Herb bath. If you don't want to spray your bird, you can hang a bunch of wet herbs together inside your bird's cage, and just spray the herbs while your bird is bathing in it. Hands bath. Giving your bird a bath on your hands is a great way to bond with it. This is difficult to do with untamed birds, so tamed bird owners, this one's for you. Just turn on your tap water on very low pressure and lukewarm water and make a bowl out of your hands. You can even throw some greens inside. And just be patient and let it happen. Some of my viewers have had birds for years, and some are fairly new owners. It doesn't matter which bird owner you are, because everyone, including myself, are sometimes making mistakes without even noticing. In this video, I'll go quickly over 17 common care mistakes that bird owners make. so you can always be on top of the tiny things that you probably never even thought about. Lack of flight opportunities. You're restricting your bird's natural instinct to fly by keeping it in a cage or clipping its wings without providing safe flight opportunities. Ignoring vet checkups. You're neglecting to take your bird for a regular checkup at the vet. Not every country has an avian vet, but you can always use veterinarian services online. Inconsistent training. You're disappointed that your bird is untamable and you can't train it, but it's actually your fault because you weren't consistent and patient with your bird. Ignoring beak and nail maintenance. You're neglecting to trim your bird's nails or beak regularly, or not providing suitable objects for your bird to chew or file its nails on, so they can be trimmed naturally. Harsh discipline. You're using punishment or physical force to correct undesirable behavior, which can damage the trust and bond between you and your bird. Overfeeding treats. You're offering too many high-calorie treats, leading to obesity and potential health problems. Forced socialization. You're forcing your bird to interact with people or other animals when it's clearly displaying signs of fear or discomfort. Improper cage size. You're only providing a cage that is too small for your bird to move, stretch, and exercise inside. Lack of hygiene. You're failing to maintain your bird's cage cleanliness, including regular cleaning of food and water dishes. Exposure to toxins. You're using toxic substances like household cleaners, pesticides, scented candles, and perfumes around your bird. Inadequate diet. You're failing to provide a varied and balanced diet that includes fresh fruits, vegetables, and a high-quality parrot pellet mix and seeds. Inadequate social interaction. You're not spending enough time with your bird and neglecting to provide opportunities for socialization with humans or other birds. Unsafe toys and accessories. You're offering toys with small parts that can be swallowed or using accessories that could be harmful to your bird, such as toxic materials like lead or sharp edges. Lack of mental stimulation. You're neglecting to provide toys, puzzles, and interactive activities to keep your bird mentally engaged and prevent boredom. No roaming time. You're keeping your bird in its cage for extended periods without allowing it regular out-of-cage time. Ignoring signs of illness. You're failing to recognize and address early signs of illness, such as changes in appetite, behavior, or feather condition. Improper sleep. You're not providing a quiet, dark, and uninterrupted sleep environment for your bird, which can lead to health and behavioral problems. It's been a long time that I've avoided filming this video because clipping a bird's nails is never a pretty sight. And with that being said, you should always take your bird to a vet for nail clipping, since the process can be quite dangerous. It takes your bird to lose about 12 drops of blood before it starts dying. But if you really have no choice, you can carefully do it from home. Before you start clipping your bird's nails, make sure to prepare some cornstarch nearby in case your bird does start bleeding. If you cut the vein, the best way to stop the bleeding is to dip the nail in dry cornstarch for a few seconds. The perfect time to clip your bird's nails is in the evening when it's sleepy. Start with restraining your bird using a towel and make sure your bird has space for breathing and that you're not squeezing it. It's also super important to have someone help you, as you can't really do it on your own without risking your bird's life. One can hold it and the other can trim the nails. To start cutting your bird's nails, you'll need either a human nail clipper or a pet nail clipper, like the ones I'm using. But never use regular scissors or something else. The most important part before cutting your bird's nails is to identify the vein. So you can just hold your bird's foot up to the light and that way you can easily see its veins. No matter how long your bird's nails are, you want to cut only the short point on the edge of each nail. If your bird's nails are dark and you can't see the vein, you can use a nail filer just to file the nail and prevent snipping your bird's veins. But I really don't recommend cutting it from home, because when you can't see it, you can easily miss it. Your bird might start wiggling and squeezing its foot, which makes it harder for you to stay still. But it's important that you take your time and have a good grip before each cut. After you're done with the clipping, just let your bird back into its cage and offer it a treat from your hand to make up with it, because you obviously made it go through such a stressful situation. Many bird owners think that sandpaper purchase will prevent their bird's nails from overgrowing, while it's actually not effective at all, and can even do more harm than good by peeling the healthy layers of your bird's skin. So I recommend on just having thick and natural wood purchase to maintain your bird's nails, and every once in a while to take your bird to nail trimming at the vet's, or of course, do so carefully from home.